Here I'm using the exponentiation operator in Python. So you can see I have two asterisks. It's different from having a single one for multiplications. If you have two, now you have the base and the power here. So this should give me 2 to the power of 3, which is normally 8. Let's see what we get here. This is the same, the correct answer. So let's say I do something like 5 to the power of 2, or maybe even the power of 3, which should give me 125. Then I get this result here. Now, careful not to do like this. If you use the caret symbol in Python, this is actually the bitwise or XOR operator, what people call exclusive OR. So you got to be careful here. We have not yet covered how bits work in Python, and we haven't done bitwise math operations yet. But here, remember that if you want to do exponentiation here, you just add the two asterisks. Now you got to be careful because when you talk about associativity, it's from right to left with this exponentiation operator. This means, check out what happens if I do this, 2 to the power of 3, and then I add 2 again here. You would expect that it's going to do 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, and then 8 to the power of 2 is 64. But check out what happens when I run this code. I get 512. The reason for this is that 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, power of 3 becomes 8, then 16, and so on, all the way to 2 to the power of 9, which is 512, which is what we got here. So how did we get the power 2 to the power of 9? The thing here is from right to left, it did 3 to the power of 2, and then 2 to the power of that result. So it's just as if I had added parentheses like this here. And now I do 3 to the power of 2, which is 9, 2 to the power of 9, 512. This is what I get here. Let me just run this code properly. I get 512. If I want to get 64, like I explained, I can just add parentheses here. And now it's going to do 2 to the power of 3, which is 8 to the power of 2. And when I run this code here, I get 64. So careful with the order with this operator. And remember not to use the caret symbol, this one, but instead use the double asterisk.